Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing essentials every content creator needs to start their YouTube channel with. I'm basically just going to give you guys all the little details, tips, and tricks to start your first ever YouTube channel and just stuff you need as like a basic content creator. So I have these categorized into 7 different categories. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first category I'm going to be getting into is cameras. Now, there are a bunch of different cameras out there, so these are just like the top 5 that I have on this list. But if you have a camera that you actually like and want to get, then get that camera. But these are just the ones that I like the most, so that's why I put it on this list. Alright, to start off, I have the Canon G7X Mark II or 3. So I feel like this camera is best if you're starting off your YouTube channel and you just kind of want to get a feel at what kind of camera you want to start vlogging with or just to make sit down videos with. This is an OG camera. Like, I feel like everybody started off with this camera. I personally don't have this camera, but I have a similar camera that I'll get into later in this video. But I feel like everybody is a Canon G7X when they start off their YouTube channel. Like, that is always their first ever camera, and these usually are like $800 on Best Buy, but I'm sure you can find them cheaper on like Amazon or the actual Canon app itself. Canon G7Xs are so elite because the camera quality is just top tier. Like, it's just so crisp and you can't even tell it's a small little Canon camera. Speaking of small, it's very compatible. It's very small, so you can literally store it in your pocket. You can take it on the road. Yeah, it's also very light. Canon G7Xs are very light and compatible. Like, you can take it anywhere you want without having any issues. I definitely would recommend starting off with a Canon G7X just because, like, you don't really know what kind of camera you want to get, right? So if you really are that indecisive about what type of camera you want to get, definitely do recommend a Canon G7X as like a first camera. Also, the flash photography and just like photography in general on these type of cameras are very great. Like, the flash is top tier and I've seen people take very good digital pictures. It has that like digital look when you're taking pictures, especially with the flash. Yeah, this is also great for like photography and not just like filming videos. So if you're looking for like a digital look for a camera, then I definitely do recommend a Canon G7X. So the next camera I have on this list is a Sony SV F1. So these cameras are also very great, just like Canon G7Xs. The camera quality is so crisp on these cameras. Like, you can't even tell it's a Sony camera. Like, anytime somebody films with a Sony camera, I'd be thinking it's like one of those small little Canon G7Xs, but no, it'd be a Sony SV. And these usually range from like $400 to $800 depending on where you get it from, but I've seen them on Best Buy from like $400 to $500. So they're very cheap and affordable, mind you, and they're very small as well, so you can take it on the go anywhere you need to. Also, the flash photography and digital photography on this camera is also very great, just like the Canon G7X. So these two cameras are perfect to start off a YouTube channel with. So it's definitely just like a preference thing, like, to be honest. Also, the sound quality on these cameras are just on a whole different level. Like, something about these cameras are just so magnificent. Like, I love the quality of Sony SVs, and I actually was thinking about getting a Sony SV, but I'm like, I'm kind of cool where I'm at, and I have a bunch of different cameras that I'm already working with, so I don't really need another camera at this specific moment. But yeah, like I said, they're from $400 to $800, but I would definitely check on Best Buy because Best Buy probably would have it for the cheapest, or Amazon, but I'm not really sure if Amazon holds these type of cameras. But yeah, definitely check Best Buy because they have the best quality and the sound quality is just perfect on these type of cameras. Alright, this next camera, I actually do have it, and this is a camera that I'm filming with, and I usually film for my sit down videos. It's the Canon PowerShot 740 HS. Canon PowerShots aren't really that great with like quality wise, but if you have good lighting in your videos, then the camera quality will turn out actually really good. But if you have like really bad lighting, just really dark yellow lighting, the camera quality probably is not going to be as great and it's going to be very dark. Also, this camera focuses in and out a lot. Like, it's not a steady focus, so depending on the type of lighting you have, it will focus in in and out in between the videos that you're doing. So yeah, I definitely do recommend this camera, and this is actually my very first camera that I purchased from Best Buy, and I believe I got it for like $430, and I paid completely in cash back in 2022. But yeah, these cameras range from like $400 to $500, and I'll actually show you what the camera looks like itself. So this is the camera I'm using. Obviously it's very small still, and is very compatible, so you can put it literally anywhere you want, and you can take it anywhere you want as well. Yeah, like I was saying, these cameras are also very small and compatible, just like the Canon G7X and the Sony SV. Like, this camera is probably just as great as the Canon G7X. So yeah, I actually really like this camera, and it was very cheap and affordable. That's why I got it as like a first camera, because I didn't want something like too big to where I wouldn't know how to use. And this camera also is very easy to function. It's very easy to like navigate as like a first camera, rather than getting like a big old camera that you probably wouldn't even know how to function. Even though cameras are very easy to get used to, I just recommend getting a Canon PowerShot or like a Canon G7X as like a first camera to start off if you're planning to start like YouTube, or just as like a general content creator. I use this for like sit down videos if I don't want to use my phone, and sometimes I'll use it vlogging, just because like when I'm vlogging, it's so easy to vlog on here just because like the camera is small and it's not too heavy to hold. Yeah, so I use it for everything, to be honest. Sometimes I'll use it to vlog, sometimes I'll use it for sit down videos, but it doesn't have like the best camera quality as like my other camera that I'll get into right after this camera. But yeah, it does the justice. Like literally, like it does what it needs to do. It's honestly a perfect beginner camera. Now if you're looking for like a bit better quality, then definitely go with like the Canon G7X. Like I'm literally filming on it right now. You guys can literally see me perfectly well. It doesn't look like a cheapo camera. I would say like the quality does get a little fuzzy at times. You have to make sure like the lens is perfectly clean, otherwise the quality just won't look as good. Because I made a few videos back, and the camera quality was very dirty and it just didn't look that great. But I think that's because I also had yellow lighting because my Christmas tree was on in the back. Yeah, definitely have good lighting with this, otherwise your camera quality just won't look as good as it will with like proper lighting. All right, this next camera is a Canon EOS Rebel T100. This is basically the camera itself, and as you guys can see, it is much bigger. It's not as compatible. You can't really like take it on the go. I mean, you can, but it's not as easy to take on the go. Yeah, I don't have a battery in here because it's charging right now. You can literally take videos on it as well, and it does really good. And I've actually taken pictures on this with like a ring light propped up. The quality of this is so great, even with like pictures and stuff. But I mainly use this to like vlog. Like you guys will see me vlogging on this camera a lot. This camera does stop a lot, and as you guys can notice, like it doesn't have a flip-out lens, which I was kind of bummed about because my Canon PowerShot does have a flip-out lens. When I'm actually filming, I can see myself and see like if I'm positioned and centered right. Rather this camera, I literally have to like just go with the flow and make sure I'm setting the camera up properly, and hopefully it's, you know, catching my shot. Yeah, I really like this for photography as well, and it's a great camera for filming and photography. But this is basically the details of the camera. It has a really good lens. I got this camera after Christmas last year. It was literally only about like $500, but the original price for this was like $700. But mind you, I got this off Amazon, so keep that in mind. I got this off Amazon, not Best Buy or any other website. That's probably why it was a little bit cheaper. Yeah, if you get like the whole pack with it, like the camera, tripod, SD card, batteries, and all of that, then it is going to be a little bit more expensive. If you get the camera itself, it will literally only be like $500, and it also comes with this like Canon strap that I really like as well. And then you can also like put a microphone on top, but this camera is not accessible to microphones. I was kind of bummed about, and I figured that after the fact, because I was one day just trying to put a microphone in, and usually the microphone jack is like on the side right here, but there's no microphone jack on any sides. I usually just put one of those portable lights on top just so I can get the lighting while I'm vlogging and stuff. And that's how while I'm vlogging I get good lighting, because sometimes like in my house, you know, there isn't the best lighting, so that's why I put a portable light on here. Yeah, it does get a little blinding at times because the light be like so bright in your eyes, but it does make very good camera quality. But even if you don't have the light, I feel like without it, the camera quality is also very great. So you don't really like need good lighting for the camera quality to be great, like my Canon PowerShot. You're also going to need like one of these battery things. This is for my Canon PowerShot. My Canon EOS is currently charging, so I just gave this as an example, but this is the Canon battery that it will usually come with, because I know my EOS Rebel came with the battery thing, but if not, they literally have these on Amazon for like 20 bucks, and you just slide the battery in here and plug it in, and it literally charges. Like, it's so easy to use. So yeah, like I said, they're about like $500 with the camera itself. Now with the whole kit, it's probably going to be like $1,000 plus. So if you're on a budget and you don't want to spend all that money, then get the camera itself, and then get like the lenses, tripod, and SD card separately. You can add lenses, but lenses are very expensive and I don't have the funds for that. I literally don't have any lenses on this, but if you want like lenses for like photography, definitely put a lens on this. I'm not sure exactly how much lenses are, but they're probably like $100 plus. To get like good crisp pictures on this camera, you will need a lens, because it doesn't have like that proper lens for like very nice quality photography pictures. Like if I was going to go out and take professional pictures with this camera, I probably wouldn't, just because like it doesn't have that right type of lens. Like this is the type of lens it comes with. You can add lenses. You can also add a tripod down here on the bottom. Like you can add anything that you want, and then on the bottom right here is where the battery and then the SD card goes. And I have fell in love with this camera, but I would say like while I'm vlogging and I'm with my tripod, my hand does get a little tired, just because this camera is a bit heavy duty, especially like when I add a tripod in here. So I don't usually like add a tripod, but like when I'm vlogging, my hand gets like very shaky for some reason, especially with the tripod. Yeah, I have to like make sure my hand is like very still. Yeah, if you're looking for like a bigger camera and you want like a camera for like sit down videos and stuff like that, I definitely do recommend that camera, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're like just starting out your YouTube channel. For one, like you need to learn all the settings on there. You have to kind of like get used to that camera, rather than like a Canon PowerShot or a Canon G7X. It's very easy to use and you can get used to it very fast. Yeah, but I've already had like experience with cameras, so I was like, I think it's time to get like a bigger camera with like better quality, because I was getting tired of using this Canon PowerShot with like not the best quality but not the worst quality, and I wanted something a little bit better. And I also wanted a camera for sit down videos, because at the time I was using this camera as like a little vlogging camera, so I kind of just wanted to upgrade, and that's why I decided to get this camera. And yeah, and the reason I didn't get it off Best Buy is because it was very expensive on there. I think it was like $700 on Best Buy, rather than on Amazon it was literally like $500 without any of the add-ons. Yeah, if you're looking for something, you know, bigger and want something like for like sit down videos, Canon EOS Rebels are very good. I also do recommend the Canon EOS Rebel T50. That one comes with like a better lens. Both qualities are very great as well. And then this last camera I've seen trending all over like TikTok and YouTube. It's the Omni Pocket 3 handheld camera. Now mind you, this camera doesn't even look like a camera. It literally looks like a tripod, but there's like a little camera in the middle. Yeah, and kind of looks like a GoPro in my opinion, but with like better quality. Like the quality on this camera is like magnificent. Like you can't even tell it's like a tiny little camera that you're using to vlog. And also this is great for vlogging, and I wouldn't recommend it for sit down videos, but if you're like on the go and you want something like really small, then I do recommend getting these cameras. Yeah, but I heard really good things about it, and then I've also heard really bad things about it, like the battery dies out really fast and there isn't as much storage on it and the quality isn't the best. In my opinion, when I've seen people record with this, the quality is like really good. And these just started trending like recently, because I had like no clue about this when I first started YouTube. These range from like $500 to like $600 on Best Buy, but they could be a little bit pricier depending on the type you get. Alright, so now I'm going to get into lighting, and I have 3 types of lightings that I do recommend for you guys. Mind you, there's a lot of different types of lightings out there that people have used and that you can get as well, but these are just my top 3 that I narrowed it down to. So this first one are just like normal ring lights that are usually like $100 to $200 here on Amazon. So I'll show y'all what I have and what I use for like my sit down videos. So this is the ring light I use. Obviously it comes with like a little phone holder thing. You can like adjust it to how tall you want it, and I believe this is the tallest it goes. And then you can also shorten it a lot. Like, it comes really short, so if you're tall you can make it tall, and if you're short you can make it short, or if you're like sitting down you can like shorten it. But obviously there are ring lights that come with just the ring light and not the tripod part. But one thing I really like about this tripod, I didn't with my other ones, is this little phone piece, because at the time I would use like my phone to film. That's what I got one with the little phone holder, and so at the time I just put my phone in here. If I wanted to make YouTube videos I would put it that way, and then if I wanted to make like TikToks or something I would put it that way. And it's very easy. The thing about it is, like, when I plug it in it doesn't work. Like, the ring light part doesn't work, so I would just like literally take this off and attach my camera to it. Like, you can literally take this ring light off and just attach any type of camera to it. So sometimes I'll attach this big camera, or I would attach my Canon PowerShot if I want to do like a sit down video, because I don't really have like a proper tripod for my Canon EOS. I'll just put it on here for like a sit down video. I'm just kind of bummed that the ring light part doesn't work, because I've went through so many ring lights over the past 2 years. Like, I went through so many different tripods and ring lights. A lot of them just broke. Like, they just ended up breaking, or like the ring light part wouldn't work. This part like would break, and yeah, I literally still have them in my closet because I've yet to take them out. But like I said, these are like $100 to $200 if you're just getting the ring light itself. If you're getting like the tripod part, I believe it's only like $20, because I believe this one was only like 20 to 30 bucks, and the ones I've got in the past were like max 30 bucks as well. So yeah, these aren't that expensive, but with the ring light itself they do get a little pricey. And then you can also get like box lights. So box lights are more for like professional studio photography or streaming or stuff like that. I've never owned box lights before, just because I prefer regular ring lights. I feel like box lights are just like a little extra. People more so use it for like photography, or like if they're actually making professional videos for like, you know, a documentary or something, then people use box lights. But I don't really typically see people use box lights just for like a YouTube video. Box lights usually are like $50 per box light, so if you get like 2 box lights they'll be $100 each. You can also do that, or you can get a regular ring light, but I would definitely recommend a ring light to begin with, and then you can see if you like it and upgrade yourself to a box. And then you can just do like those portable lighting styles I was mentioning earlier. So this is the one I have, and this is the brand. Mind you, they have a lot of different brands out there on Amazon, and the one that I have is like 20 bucks. Yeah, they also have like clip-on ring lights, so they have like a clip attached to it, and then you can take the clip off and attach it to your camera. I would use my portable light to attach to my camera when I'm like vlogging, because sometimes I don't get good lighting, and with the portable light it's very bright and I can get good lighting and good quality for my videos. I can't find the charger to my portable light, so I ended up ordering a new one for Christmas. I don't really use it for like my Canon PowerShot, just because I don't really find it. Next, I'm gonna get into editing softwares. The first one, and this one is definitely not for beginners because you have to pay for this one, but it's Final Cut Pro. It's usually about $300, or you can use one of their free trials. I actually used to use Final Cut Pro. I used a free trial and I tried Final Cut Pro out, but I felt like, in my opinion, it was too complicated, and I felt like it does take time to adjust to. So it's definitely not good for like beginners, because you need to know how to edit and you need to know the basic skills of editing. And Final Cut Pro is very hard to use and get to used to, because it has so many features like transitions, effects, titles, and stuff like that. And you can obviously do so much more on Final Cut Pro, but it's definitely not for beginners. Yeah, I don't even use Final Cut Pro like to this day. I just used it to try it out, but it just wasn't for me. But if you're looking to upgrade yourself with the editing skills, and you want better editing skills, and you want your videos to look more professional, then I do recommend Final Cut Pro. You probably do have some experience, then you can definitely use Final Cut Pro, but don't use it if you're just starting off making videos. Especially if you're using your phone, you can't use Final Cut Pro, because Final Cut Pro is only compatible on iMacs or MacBooks. These next 2 editing softwares are completely free and for beginners. So this next one is CapCut. Now, I use CapCut to edit my videos all the time. Like, I think I've used CapCut for like 2 years now. It's literally mind-blowing, because you can do everything on there. Like, there's so much to do. Like, you can do Ken Burns enables, there's so many titles, so many different transitions, and you can still make your videos look professional off of CapCut. And I use CapCut Pro Pro just because it has like better transitions and better title effects and animations and stuff like that. But definitely start just with the regular old CapCut and then make your way up to CapCut Pro after, you know, you've got some experience just with the regular CapCut. Yeah, mind you, it's free, so it's compatible on iPads, phones, and I'm not sure if it's compatible on MacBooks or iMacs. I think it's compatible on iMacs, but I'm not sure about MacBooks. But I used my phone to edit, so that's not really a problem. But yeah, this is perfect if you're like just starting off and like you're a beginner and you need an editing software to edit on. And the last one is a classic. It's iMovie. I used to use iMovie all the time when I first started off, like when I was fresh on YouTube. Like this was like the first thing that I started using after I got an iPhone, because I used to use something completely different when I had an Android. Yeah, iMovie is such a classic. It's easy to use, it's free, it still has a lot of different editing styles, but it doesn't really have that like professionalism that like CapCut or Final Cut Pro has. It's more so for like beginners and if you're just starting off. Alright, this next category is mics. There are a bunch of different mics out there. I narrowed it down to 3 different mics. There are those wireless mics that you use for like Sony cameras or Canon G7Xs. I recommend those that you can just attach to your camera, and I was looking for that for my Canon PowerShot, but it doesn't have anywhere that I can actually install it in, which is my fault for actually not paying attention to that. But yeah, these are great. Your sound quality will be 10 times better. They are a little bit pricey though. They're like $200 on Amazon from the last time I checked, but you can probably get it for a cheaper price on like Black Friday or like after the holiday season. Definitely do recommend getting a wireless mic if you're using like a camera to film. This next one is a little bit bigger, and it's those Rode mics that you use for like bigger cameras like my Canon EOS. That is the mic I would not start off with for beginners, and if you're just starting off making content, I wouldn't recommend a Rode mic. But if you want more of that professional look, I do recommend like a Rode mic for really good sound quality. And if you just want to like have the best sound quality in the world, then a Rode microphone will literally pick up like every sound in the background, and it will be so focused on like what you're saying, and it's so clear. And I just love Rode mics, but they're so expensive because they range from like $100 to $200 on Amazon. Yeah, I also have no purpose of getting a Rode mic just because like I don't really need one, to be honest. The next one is clip-on mics. These are the ones that I got from Amazon. So basically you just put this part into your phone and then you can basically clip it onto your shirt, and these are best for if you're filming off your phone and you want like good quality. Yeah, but for some reason anytime I charge them, they just don't turn on. I don't know what the case is, but I'm gonna need to buy new ones, because sometimes when I'm using my phone I like good quality to be, because sometimes I'm too lazy to like pull out my camera, so I'll literally just record my phone, and I want good quality and sound quality. So sometimes I do use those clip-on ones, and they're literally only 20 bucks on Amazon, so they're very cheap and affordable. So yeah, if you're like just fresh starting off and you're using your phone, I do recommend these clip-on mics. Now I'm gonna get into tripods. Mind you, there are a bunch of different tripods out there. There are probably a billion tripods that you can choose from, but these are just the top 3 that I have and that I like the most. But you can get like any tripod that works for you. This first one is a Lubizon MT08 extension tripod, and it's actually the tripod that I'm using for this video, so I'll show y'all what it looks like. So this is the tripod, and you can put it however far you want, and then you can do that, and then you can like bend it down like that or bend it back up. And it's great for like vlogging, because like I'm literally using my tripod to film, and these are like so great. Yeah, they're only 20 bucks on Amazon. So yeah, they also have a longer version if you want like a full-on tripod, but these are great for like vlogging and stuff like that. Also, you can like prop it up on your desk and make videos that way. That's what I was basically doing for this video. So yeah, like I was saying, these are great for vlogging. You can also make sit-down videos with this, but you do have to prop it up on something. Like this tripod isn't like a full-on long tripod. Yeah, but these are very like easy to put up and just use. So yeah, I definitely recommend this type of tripod. Yeah, I had this tripod actually for a while now. I don't even remember when I got it. I think I got it when I first got my Canon EOS, just because I needed camera for vlogging on my tripod, my sit-down videos and stuff like that. But mind you, there are also a bunch of different cameras for like small Canon G7Xs and stuff like that. Just honestly look on Amazon and see which one you like the best, but this is just the one that I liked working with and the one I prefer. So alright, this next one is a Joyby Gorilla Pod, and I have something similar. I don't have the actual Gorilla Pod, but this is the one that I have. I used to use this all the time, but the thing on top actually broke, so I can't use it. So you can literally put it like on the edge of your desk to get good angles, because it stretches like literally all angles, like 180 degrees. That's why I really like this one. And this is the brand of it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, that's the brand of it. Yeah, these are literally only like 30 to 40 bucks on Amazon. I think I got this for like 20 bucks because it is a cheaper version of it. It's not as like durable and strong, but the Gorilla one is very strong. It's very heavy duty as well. You can use it for like, you know, big cameras as well. Now we're gonna move on to like SD cards and stuff like that. So I use the SanDisk SD cards. These are what they look like, and they're usually like 20 bucks on Amazon, so they're really not that much. I've used these tripods ever since I started making videos off my camera. Yeah, and to go along with that, you're going to need like a card reader or some type of adapter. Now I do edit on my phone, so I do need like all the videos that I'm filming on my camera to transfer over to my phone. So this is the card reader that I have. I literally got it from Amazon. You can put your SD card, and then you can put other hard drives in as well. Yeah, this was only 20 bucks, and then you can like just plug it into your phone right here. You're going to need one of those, especially if you're using a camera, unless you like put it into your MacBook if you're editing on your MacBook. All right, and the last category is like YouTube apps. The first app is YouTube Studios. I've used YouTube Studios ever since I've started making videos, like very fresh on. Like I always have known about YouTube Studios. Like you can look at your analytics, see how well your channel is doing, the growth of your channel, the growth of your videos itself, and like the views, and which videos are flopping and which videos are actually doing good. Just like the monetization and how close you are. Like you can literally look at everything about your channel on YouTube Studios. Like YouTube Studios has become a life changer, and you're going to need YouTube Studios while becoming the content creator. Like that's really how you check your analytics and just how well your channel is doing for real. Obviously, like you can see it on the YouTube page, but it doesn't show like much detail, so that's why I like YouTube Studios. It's also free. So, and then I have YouTube Tracker. I used to use YouTube Tracker a lot, but I don't really use it a lot now. I mainly use it just for like monetization, like views and stuff like that. I didn't really see the point in it, but if you're really just starting off your YouTube channel, I do recommend like downloading YouTube Tracker. But YouTube Tracker is not really like necessary for you to download. It's more so just for like looking at monetization stuff. Yeah, those were all the content creator tips and tricks that I have for you guys today. If this helped you guys out and you want more tips and tricks, let me know down below. If you guys want to see more videos like these, be sure to subscribe down to my channel. And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.